Hi everybody, I am Prepper. Really excited about this. Today I'm going to do something that's I've been looking for a while. Uh, I am going to show you a couple of knives that are awesome. Okay, so but one thing that I'm really learning in this whole prepping journey, I've been doing my research, talking to people, even explaining to people about my channel, and I'm noticing that maybe 80% of the people that I talk to have no idea what prepping is and what preppers do. So I think first I need to welcome my friends, my family, and new preppers. I want to encourage you to continue to do your research, start comparing information, learning, and strategizing everything from techniques and what to do in case of an emergency. Now, I just want to say that explain what prepping is. Uh, if you can imagine, I believe that we all have some sort of prepping that we've done in the past. I'm going to give you a perfect example. You're watching the news and they tell you that a snowstorm is coming in about several days. You're going to have 3 feet of snow coming in your direction. You're probably going to try to do your best to do some sort of shopping. You make a list, you head out to the supermarket and you round up the usual suspects. You're going to get milk, eggs, bread. You're probably going to get some canned food, batteries, flashlights, a radio. All that is very good. And that is the most basic form of prepping. So if you've done that, you've done some sort of prepping. Now, most government agencies and or Red Cross, they suggest that everyone should have at least 2 weeks supply of non-perishable food. You should have water, you should have batteries, flashlights, radio, sometimes even board games is what these agencies recommend you have. Now, a person that has more experience as a prepper probably already has those supplies on hand. But what I would recommend, if the government says to you or if the Red Cross says to you to have 2 weeks supply, I would suggest little by little you try to bump it up to 2 months supply. That would be fantastic because that would really take a lot of stress off your family in case there is a real emergency. You don't have to rush out to the supermarket like a lot of people do. You can already bunker down. You can relax and prepare for the storm and not have to go out rushing to wherever it is, ShopRite, Home Depot. You already have supplies. I apologize. So that is what prepping is, and that is what preppers do. Now today, I'm going to do something that's really great. I'm going to unbox 2 knives that I bought recently. I bought a knife for me, and I bought a knife for my son. These are better quality knives. That's what I suggest. When you're doing your research and you're starting to create an emergency bag for you and your family, try to buy good quality or the best quality that you can afford. So let's unbox these 2 knives. Hi everybody. So this knife right here, we're going to review a few knives. This knife in particular, this is probably one of the biggest mistakes that I ever made in my life. This knife, when I bought this, I did it with my son. We were really excited about this whole journey about prepping and surviving. And we bought this knife. And I got to be honest with you, this was a freaking total disaster and a shame. Why? Because we took the knife to a test. We put it out in the field, probably about 2 hours worth of time. And the blade lost its edge. We started throwing the knife around and we actually broke the pommel. This is another one. We have 2 of these. Mine is, I'm still keeping it because I figure I can use it as a spear. But the actual knife is garbage. Please don't buy this. This is a disaster. Where I live in New Jersey, by the way, when I bought this knife, these knives were kind of expensive. I believe we paid about $60 or $50 a piece. This is a total disaster. Don't do that. Now, there is another knife that is a lot better choice. Look at this bad boy. This is the Buck 863. This is actually my son's knife. And we were really excited about buying this knife. I'm going to show you how awesome this knife is. What a total difference between the Gerber and this Buck. Look how awesome this knife is. This is freaking beautiful. It's got a great edge. It comes sharp right out of the box. I mean, I've shaved my arms several times and it is awesome. I would consider this almost like an everyday carrying knife. It's freaking beautiful. The whistle, the sharpening, the flint steel, a great knife. I would definitely recommend this. It's well made, as you can see. I'm expecting this knife to last forever. So this was my gift to my son. And then let me show you the one that I bought for myself. Now keep in mind, I had a Gerber also, one of those Bear Grylls Gerber. That was a total disaster. Now look at this bad boy. This is the one that I've been wanting to buy for a while. Finally, I pulled the trigger. It's the CHF9 Schrade. This knife is freaking awesome. Look at this bad boy. Now when you compare the two, look at this before and after. You're gonna love this. I fell in love with this knife. And the good thing about it is that the knife is well made. I mean, check out the blade. Look at that. Full tang. It feels great, like when you hold this knife in your hand. Wow, and it's nice and sharp. I actually sharpened it a little bit better. But you can tell that you're gonna get years out of this knife. Well made. You can use this for chopping. You can, all different types of ways to use. God forbid, I mean, look at this. You can tell that this is impressive. Well made, quality knife. The sheath itself, it's pretty nice. Not as good as the Buck, I have to say. But I was able to do something that is helpful. I put this cheap little flashlight in it. See that? That's cool. And I was able to put one of these Bics in it also. And that helped. So look at that. A nice little, you know, plan B type of thing. So again, like I said, if you're going to buy your gear, whatever gear you're going to buy, I suggest buy something that you're going to be proud of. Buy gear that's going to last. Spend a little bit more money, but buy quality. In the long run, you're going to be happy. Continue doing your research. Continue learning. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America.